Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Martinez. I'm going to be doing a picture walk for a, a pre-selected book for our theme this month in my classroom. I did choose a large book. I do a lot of these in my classroom because I'm visually impaired. It may not seem like it, but I'm visually impaired completely on the right side. I'm legally blind. So I try to find books that are adaptable for my special needs, but that are, theme appropriate for the kids. So don't mind the silliness. I try to be as theatrical as possible for the kids so that it makes the reading fun. But today I'm just going to do a picture walk, and I'm going to try to do it as if I was with my class myself. So I'm going to adjust the camera so that I can see better. I have to be, even though it's big font, I still got to be a little closer to be able to see because I have low vision on the left eye. So hope you enjoy. So the book that I chose is called Walpole by Sid Hoff. Our theme this month is Arctic animals. So here we go. My friends, what is this animal that we see in the front of our book? You are right. It is a walrus. What makes you think this is a walrus? What's something that you see in him that might make you think that it's a walrus? You're right. It's his tusks and all that extra blubber that he's got. Why does he need that extra blubber? You're right. Yep, exactly. So to keep him warm. And just by looking at the front cover, where do you think he's at? Check this out. We see some snow back here, some mountains. There's a cap of ice, some water. What do you think the temperature in that water is? Freezing cold. You're right. And you're right. It's a block of ice. That is very, very good. And what do you think about the rest of the pictures or the rest of the walruses in this picture? Yeah, you're right. Maybe these are his walrus babies. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's not. We'll see. That's why we're going to look at all the pictures. Let's take a look inside. So what do we have? We have the what? You're right. The title of our book, our author and illustrator, the front cover, the spine, and the back of the book. All right. Wow. I see one particular, that means one specific walrus that kind of stands out. What do you think? What stands out to you? Or what do you think is something that pops up to us when we look at the pictures? You're right, this big old walrus. He is sure is bigger than the rest of them, right? And what do you remember what we talked about? A group of something is a what? A herd. You're right, a herd. This is a herd of walruses. Very good. And what kind of place does it kind of look like they're at by looking at our picture? Ooh, the Arctic. Yes, you are right. What does it look like they're doing in these pictures? Okay, Walpole is just standing here. That's right, the biggest one is standing here. These guys are messing around. You're right, they're playing around. Maybe they're playing a game or something. True, very true. Good point. Ooh. That's right. You're right. Very good. Just by looking at this picture, it looks like we've got an older walrus. Very true. You're right. He does look a little bit tired. Yep. Maybe because he's older, and that's okay. Sometimes even younger folks, we get old, we get tired too. You guys are tired sometimes too, aren't you? What do you think maybe he's trying to tell him something? Well, Walpole, look at that. He is with the baby walruses. I wonder why. Why do you guys think he might be with the baby walruses? True, maybe he is trying to play with them. Ooh, keep them safe. That's a good one. That's very true. Ooh, what is this picture showing us? Very good. You're right. He's playing a game with them. What does this game look like? If it was us, a piggyback ride. True. Now his tusks, did you notice his tusks look a lot bigger, a lot longer than the older looking walrus in this photo. So I wonder how old that walrus is. You're right. Good job. He is still in the Arctic. What makes him survive in the Arctic? Good job. All the extra blubber he's got, that keeps him nice and warm in the wintertime. Because this temperatures in the Arctic, boy, they're freezing cold, huh, friends? They sure are. What's he doing in this picture? Diving into the water. But for what? Ooh, I see. You're right. That sure does look like a yummy meal. What do you think? Why do you think he's trying to jump into the water to get that fish? Okay, for food. He's hunting for food. Would he be just hunting for food for himself or for... Oh, that's right. The baby walruses too, because they got to eat too, huh? Would you think that they'd be able to hunt on their own? Probably not. What makes you think they can't hunt on their own? They're too little. They have not learned yet. You're right. Very clever. Good thinking. Uh-oh. What do you think might be happening in this picture? He's got one flipper here on the right on land, and then one flipper on the block of ice. It's kind of, you're right, kind of drifting away, and so are the other ones. Could something be going on in this picture? We're gonna have to read the book with the words to find out, huh? I think maybe either he's playing a game or keeping his eye on them so that they don't go too far. What do you think? Okay, we can read that later and find out. This picture looks interesting. We could definitely come back to that one and read what happens. Ooh, here goes the older walrus again. I wonder what he might be telling him. Something, you're right, something jumped into the water. Who do we think that might have been? Maybe Walpole or maybe one of the baby walruses. Very true. Now he's got them all lined up. Do you think maybe he's counting? He looks a little surprised. And from what I see, the herd is back there too. Very good. Oh, something's definitely going on. His eyes looked what? What kind of emotion might he be feeling? Surprised? Maybe a little bit worried? He's definitely doing something or worried because look at the size of those eyes. His tusks are in the water and so is he. Blocks of ice and other what? Other walruses, the rest of the herd. Very true, you are right. Ooh, these are seals. Do we remember what we talked about? They're not in the same family, but they're not in the same herd, but they're in the same family. They're what? Cousins. Very true. They are very similar, except what are the seals missing? Excellent. They are missing tusks, but they kind of do look alike, huh? They also have a big, thick layer of blubber, not as big as Walpole, as thick as Walpole, but definitely have a thick layer of blubber, which keeps them warm in the winter time. Very good. So maybe he's trying to talk to them. I wonder what he may be trying to ask them. I don't see the baby walruses around, so I wonder if they're missing. We're going to have to check out the words of the book to find out what happens in the story. What other animal seems familiar to you here? You're right, a whale. Now, he looks a little shocked to see him. The whale looks, you're right, the whale does look very friendly. Oh, not so friendly anymore, huh? That's true. He does. Very good observation. He does have a lot of teeth in the rim. Look. A lot of teeth. But, oh, Walpole, you're right. Very good. In this picture, he is swimming away. And all we see is the back of the whale. Very good. He's coming around what? What did we say that this was? When we looked at the pictures from the other book, we said that a block of ice like this is a iceberg. Very good. And he's walking around the iceberg. Excellent. Who did he find? True, this is an Eskimo boy, but something's wrong. What is he on? Ooh, a piece of ice. Maybe he's stuck. We do have to read the book to find out more. Whoa, What is he doing in this picture? You're excellent observation. Good eyes. He is using his tusks to break the ice. Excellent. Look, he's shaking all over. Very good. And he did. You're right. He split that ice. Very good. I'm sure that Eskimo boy was very thankful. Oh boy, what did he find? Walrus babies. Oh, I bet they feel so safe. What are they climbing on? They're climbing on Walpole, probably to feel what? Feel warm, because they are little. They don't have a big thick layer of blubber like he does. You guys are right. Excellent. So they probably want to keep warm. Uh-oh. You're right. I see that he's back with the herd in this picture. And what's back here? Oh, the walrus babies are behind him, because he's what? What do you think he's trying to do? I see a polar bear. You're right. Polar bears are a predator. We talked about that too. Even in the Arctic, there's predators too. You are right. So he is probably trying to keep them safe from the predator, from the polar bear. Very good. What might he have used to keep them safe? His very loud roar. Very good. And you're right, and his very large tusk. I bet the tusk alone would have probably scared that polar bear. Very good. Ooh, he looks scared. He's running away. Very good. Ooh. What do you see now? All of the walrus babies. Very good. Ooh, here is the older walrus. You're right, with his broken tusk. Very good. I wonder what he's asking him. Yep, we definitely are going to have to read the words to know exactly what he's asking him. But he is definitely one of the biggest ones. Good observation. He's one of the biggest walruses in the herd. Excellent. Ooh, last picture. I bet he was asking him to maybe be his leader or something. We're going to have to read it to find out, but I see, you're right. I see the whole herd. He's sitting on a big block of ice, a big piece of iceberg, and he is on top. Who's around him? All the baby walruses. I bet they feel so safe, right? Why do you think they might feel safe? Good job, because he's the biggest one of them all. Probably roars really loud. Why else? His tusks are big, would scare a predator. What else? His blubber, he can keep them warm. Very good, you're right. Very good. So we're going to go ahead and read the words to our book now, because we definitely want to know what was happening in some of those parts.